Mila Kunis has filed for divorce from Ashton Kutcher, and the reason is shocking. She ostensibly found disturbing tapes of Ashton with Diddy. Insiders now describe these tapes, which they claim show Ashton in compromising situations that would shatter the image Mila had of her husband. What was on those tapes that made Mila end her nearly 10-year marriage to Ashton? It happened when Mila allegedly saw footage that changed everything. Ashton and Diddy's friendship had been well known in Hollywood for years, dating back to the early 2000s when Ashton hosted the hit prank show Punk'd. In fact, Diddy became one of Ashton's fast friends after requesting not to be a target on the show. What started as a casual, fun relationship grew deeper as they realized they enjoyed spending time together, even when they weren't on Hollywood sets. But the discovery of these tapes was far from innocent. According to insiders, they reveal footage from some of Diddy's notorious parties, events known for spiraling completely out of control. While Ashton has long projected himself as a family man and philanthropist, the tapes apparently depict a very different side of him, one Mila hadn't imagined. The footage disturbed her to such an extent that she felt she had no other option but to file for divorce. Ashton Kutcher and Diddy's close friendship has always been somewhat of a mystery for outsiders. They seemed like an odd pair, Ashton from the acting and business world, and Diddy, a hip-hop mogul with a larger-than-life ego. Ashton often shared stories of their friendship, like jogging together with Diddy, trying hard to keep up, refusing to show any weakness in front of the cameras. These stories painted a picture of a warm but competitive relationship between two Hollywood figures. But now, with new details emerging regarding Diddy's arrest and criminal charges, Ashton's long-standing friendship is seen in a different light. For years, Ashton remained tight-lipped about his experiences at Diddy's infamous parties. When asked for wild stories, Ashton would laugh it off or say he couldn't share. As more information comes to light, it becomes apparent that the secrecy around these parties wasn't just for fun. Ashton might have known more than he let on, raising suspicions that his silence wasn't merely about protecting his friend's image, but possibly about protecting himself. This isn't the first controversy that Ashton and Mila have faced together. They are no strangers to scandal. Their involvement in another major scandal, the conviction of their That 70s Show co-star Danny Masterson, had already put them under intense scrutiny. Masterson was convicted of serious crimes, and Ashton and Mila's highly publicized letters of support for him during his trial only fueled the controversy. Critics pointed out the hypocrisy of Ashton's involvement in charitable organizations aimed at protecting victims, giving his public support for a convicted criminal. This drama tarnished Ashton and Mila's image as Hollywood's golden couple. Their apology video did little to quell the outrage, and their reputation took a serious hit. The scandal had most affected Ashton, whose years of work with Thorn, an organization he co-founded to fight child exploitation, suddenly seemed contradictory in light of his defense of Masterson. The crisis led Ashton to resign from Thorn, which many saw as a move to save face. But by that time, cracks in their marriage had already begun to show. The Masterson scandal alone may not have ended their marriage, but it set the stage for what was to come. The discovery of those tapes involving Ashton and Diddy pushed Mila over the edge, with Diddy's arrest making headlines and Ashton's ambiguous behavior resurfacing. Mila could no longer stand by her husband. Diddy's arrest has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Charges of racketeering and trafficking cast a shadow over his past and the people close to him. Currently facing trial in New York, Diddy maintains his innocence, but the charges are severe. As more details about Diddy's alleged criminal activities emerge, there is a growing suspense about how many of his friends, including Ashton, knew about what was really happening behind the scenes. Ashton, who attended many of Diddy's legendary parties over the years, is now under intense scrutiny. While Ashton hasn't been directly implicated in any of Diddy's crimes, the tapes that have surfaced and his long friendship with Diddy raise serious questions. The timing of Mila filing for divorce and Diddy's arrest is hard to ignore. In Mila's case, the tapes not only revealed compromising situations involving Ashton, but also connected him to someone now embroiled in legal battles. What was once a fun and connected friendship in Hollywood has now become a liability. Insiders suggest that Mila was heartbroken upon discovering the extent of Ashton's involvement, which seemed to contradict the image of the devoted family man he had publicly projected for years. The tapes Mila uncovered allegedly contained footage from some of Diddy's most outrageous parties. These parties reportedly show Ashton in situations that deeply troubled Mila. Although the exact contents of the tapes have not been confirmed, sources say they paint Ashton in a very different light, one that Mila could no longer accept. According to sources, the tapes show Ashton not just socializing but possibly involved in illegal activities, although the nature of these activities remains undisclosed. It was enough for Mila to file for divorce. The idea that her husband could be involved in something so dark reportedly devastated her after standing by Ashton through the Masterson scandal and its fallout. These tapes felt like the final straw, the betrayal she felt was too much to overcome, and the divorce quickly followed. Filing for divorce is a clear signal that Mila is distancing herself from Ashton's scandals. Now, as a mother of 2 young children, she focuses on protecting her family from further fallout. The divorce, which will undoubtedly be complicated by both emotional and financial stakes, marks the end of what many considered one of Hollywood's most stable marriages. Mila, who has always kept her personal life out of the spotlight, is now thrust into a position she cannot escape. Sources close to her reveal that the discovery of the tapes devastated her after standing by Ashton through multiple controversies. This one was the betrayal she could not forgive. Despite the emotional toll, Mila remains committed to shielding her children from the media frenzy. She's reportedly sought sole custody, hoping to keep their lives as normal as possible amidst the public chaos. Close friends say Mila is focusing on her work and her children, rebuilding a life where her personal integrity and family's well-being come first. Ashton Kutcher's future is now uncertain. His already damaged reputation from the Masterson scandal has been worsened by his association with Diddy and the tapes that have come to light. While Ashton hasn't been accused of any crimes, his involvement in 2 back-to-back scandals has left his once sterling image in tatters. Additionally, there are rumors that some of Ashton's upcoming projects might face delays or even cancellations due to the controversy. Production companies are wary of associating with stars entangled in scandals, especially when there are tapes involved that could still be released publicly. This could mean that Ashton will need to put his acting career on hold and navigate a complicated PR landscape if he wants any chance of returning to the limelight. If Ashton decides to step away from Hollywood for a while, he may focus more heavily on his tech investments and businesses, hoping to ride out the storm in a different sector. However, some insiders believe that no matter which path he takes, his image will never be the same. The once golden image of Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher has now crumbled, leaving a void in Hollywood's catalog of seemingly unshakable couples. As the details continue to unfold, it's clear that Ashton's personal and professional life may never be the same again.